Hi everybody, it's Cindy the Scrapologist. I'm super duper excited. I got another headset shipped to me today in the mail. I don't know if you saw my Facebook post, but I have my super duper sewing scissors here and I had them open and look at the reflection. I had them open and I was cutting something and all I did was go like this and I sliced right through the cord on my headset. That was a $50 oopsie. So I had to buy another one. Here it is, and I was going crazy not being able to video. So it came in the mail today, and I was ready to go. I have a whole bunch of projects that I want to catch up on and show you. So this is the first thing I'm doing today. You're going to experiment with me because I don't know what I'm doing with this stuff. These are mica tiles that I've had in my stash probably 6 or 7 years. And I just loved them, had to have them. You know, this happens to us all the time. We see it and, oh, gotta have that. But I just never knew what to do with it. And I thought, okay, you know what? Now that I'm junk journaling, I'm finding a lot of stuff in my stash that is useful. It's really cool that's something that's really cool about junk journaling. I could have used it in scrapbooking too, mini albums, but it just didn't appeal to me. Um, and you're going to be mad at me, but I don't know where I got this. But I looked online and you can find, these are called mica tiles. And there are a number of different companies that you can buy this from. You can buy them in sheets like this. You can buy them in shapes already made. These are the thinner ones. There are thicker ones that, yeah, it's not going to work on this one, but there are thicker ones. Well, here we go. There we go. Some of them you can pull apart, and so you get a lot of bang for your buck. These are so thin they're just kind of pulling apart and ripping. But the thicker ones you can pull them apart a lot easier. This is a rock, and actually, what's really cool is this. I don't know, grows is not the right term probably, but this is prevalent in Maine, and I'm going to start looking for this on when my husband and I go on hikes. So it's a rock that comes in layers, and it's kind of like a plastic. It's really cool, and it's opaque, but it really depends on how thick it is, and some of the mica, I don't know if I have any here, some of it will have impurities in it. Can you see that? Kind of scratches and dirt and stuff inside. It really depends on the kind that you get, but that's the appeal of it, I think. Appeal, haha, no pun intended. But the thicker it is, the darker it's going to be. So I really wanted to work with this today, and I had a couple of ideas of of things I can do with this. I'm going to make an embellishment for a junk journal page is the first thing I'm going to do, and I just got together a few little things that I like that I have in my stash, a little um, cutout from, it's actually from a Graphic 45 paper pack. I have a sheet of tags left here, so I cut that out, and these little stamps go with that same paper collection. And I've got gauze, doilies, cheesecloth. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but let me show you a couple of things. I already started experimenting with the mica. It's very easily cut with scissors, not a problem at all. I tried cutting through it with one of my punches and it did not work. I think if I had the thinner version where this peeled off a little better, I'm pretty sure the punch would cut through, but this is actually not even that thick, and I couldn't get it to cut at all. So that didn't work. What did work was my um, Sizzix. No, yeah, I always forget the name of that thing. Every video I can't remember the name, but I used my die cut machine. I had this die that makes a nice border, a nice tag, and look how beautifully it cut through. So that really works. So I'm going to use this for my page. Now, you can do a couple of things. You can, where did my little thingy dingies go? My little gal and my stamp. Where did I put those guys? I already lost them. Here they are. Right here next to me. Gosh. You can layer. You can put things in and then put another sheet on top and layer it. That's one way to do it. But the only problem with this that I'm having a difficult time with is if you use any kind of adhesive, it's going to show through here. And I didn't find any videos and no Pinterest and nothing on how to work with these sheets. I found a couple of, I take that back, I found 2 videos of people that make jewelry out of these. It's really pretty, but nothing on how to glue these together where the glue is not going to show. So the one thing that I use when there is a thing called a glue sheet that you can use when you're gluing, adhering vellum, that sometimes it shows through, sometimes it doesn't. It's not always consistent for me anyway. But I also have my Xyron machine, and I'm going to try this and see if this works, because this makes anything into a sticker. So I'm going to try this and see if it'll work. And I thought what I would do, instead of sticking the 2 pieces of mica together, is I have a vintage dictionary page here, and I'm going to glue things to the dictionary page and then adhere this on top somehow. So, well, actually, so the Xyron machine is not going to come into play. Let me think about that. Yeah, because this definitely doesn't fit. Oh, I have a giant Xyron. I don't know. We're going to have to learn together how to adhere this. Now, the other thing I experimented with is I don't have a lot of mixed media stuff, but I had 2 Ranger alcohol inks, but they have separated. I really wanted to use this copper one, but the paint has completely dried in the bottom and the alcohol is in the top. I tried squeezing it, I tried shaking it, and it's just not, the paint is dried. What a disappointment. I've had this quite a while, but if anybody knows how to fix this so that I don't have to throw it away, it's a full bottle, really pretty color, let me know please, because I don't want to throw this away. I didn't try the black because I don't want that color on here, but well, I can do it on the one I've experimented with, because alcohol inks will work on the mica. And I don't know if this one has separated too. Let's see. Let me do it on a piece of scrap doily here. Nope, that one's not separated. Okay. So it will work and adhere to the mica, but I just didn't want the black. So so you can kind of, if you have a bunch of different colors, what my thinking was, but I don't have the right colors either. If you had a bunch of different colors, you could put this on there, turn it over. Let's say you have blue and red and yellow. You turn it over and you've made yourself a piece of stained glass, kind of. Wouldn't that be pretty? So try that. Also, I have some distress stain, Tim Holtz distress stain, and this is tarnished brass, and that did work really nicely and adhered to the mica as well. I don't know if you can see it around the edge. This is the copper that was separated and wasn't working, but it looks kind of orangey on here too. But I do want to use this tarnished brass. I'm going to put that on first so that it dries by the time I'm ready to use this. And You know, there's not a smooth side and a rough side. It doesn't really matter which side you use. But I'm just going to give it a little edge here. And then use my blending tool so it doesn't look so polished. Okay. And that looks really cool. Okay, then I'm just going to take, and like I said, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just doing this on the fly. But I think, let's see if we took this cheesecloth. Let me ink this up, this little stamp. Let me stuck that there and put that on top. That would look really nice. I think I need one more stamp here. I have a little strip. Okay. Where's my inking tool? Okay. I have things out on my desk that I don't normally use. Oh! All this mixed media stuff. Okay. Yeah, let's put this under there. Put a second one under there. And I think that that will be really pretty. Okay, so now how to affix it to the book page without making it look glued. Okay, I have an idea. So I'm going to take, okay guys, don't look now, I'm using my dreaded glue. You know how much I hate glue, but I gotta do it because I've got cheesecloth on here. I'm just gonna glue this stuff down to the book page. Just a little bit of glue. Okay. Well, I didn't do that very smart. I should just put the cheesecloth down first. See, I'm the reason that glue doesn't work. It's just my own stupidity every time I try to use it. Let's get more of that cheesecloth up there. Okay. Just to get it down. Then what I think I'm going to do is I bet we can cut a hole here and here and put brads on each side and hold it down to this. Although this paper is so fragile that I think I'm going to back it with a piece of scrap paper. Hang on. And I have my Crocodile to punch a hole. So I lost the cap to my glue. There we go. Let's get that up out of the way. And I'm not measuring anything yet. I'm going to cut out the book page and cut this out when I'm done. But it's going to fit. And let's just stick that under here. You know what? I should have put a piece in the middle too, just to be sure. If you hear a lot of noise, we've got snow plows going by. We had We were supposed to get 2 to 4 inches. Well, where I live at the convergence of 2 rivers, huge rivers, and so we always get the worst weather. We get that lake effect kind of thing. So we got 8 inches, and now it's starting to turn to kind of a slushy rain. Oh, it's just a mess. If it would just stay snow, it would be one thing, but it's just turning into a disaster out there. So if you hear the snow plows go by, that's what that noise is. Okay, so we've backed that. That's good. Let's get this on there. Do I want something else over here? Wish I had just a little something. Let's see what we've got. I have a little thing of butterflies. Nah. I want like a little teeny flower, or I could fussy cut a butterfly. Let me try that. Just one butterfly. Maybe I don't even need to fussy cut it. Let's get him on there. Yes, I want that. I want that on there. Let's put that there on the top. Very pretty. Okay, just for chuckles and grins, I'm going to put a piece of tape on here. Of course, this is all messed up with the inks, but just going to see how much the tape shows through. I think it's going to show through too much. Yeah. Well, actually it doesn't show through that much with the border up there. But I think if it wasn't inked, I think if I taped this without doing a little bit more of this gold, copper on the side, I think you would see the tape. But here, I can't see it. Can you? Can't see it. It's better than I thought. So let me get rid of this. So maybe I will put one little piece of tape. I'll ink this up just a little more, because it's not showing as much as I would like anyway. And then I can put a little piece of tape on the end just to hold it down. I don't know if I showed you this, did I? It's Distress Stain by Tim Holtz, and it's tarnished brass. And I love this. I use it a lot. Dries super fast too. Okay, so let's put a teeny weeny piece of tape here just to hold it down. I'm actually going to put it on the bottom. Now the tape crinkled. That definitely will show if I didn't get the tape on there straight. The backing doesn't come off as easily as it does when you're working on paper. The whole thing wants to come off. There we go. Now that totally shows. Okay, and now I've pulled off the brass color. Okay, we're learning about this. All right, so we're not going to use the tape. I'm going to put it down, and I'm going to do my original idea. Make sure it's well over the cardboard. And then I'm going to use my crocodile, the smaller punch end. And let's see how easily this punches through. I think it went through. Yeah, well, kind of. Might take twice, 2 times. Let's see. What do I want? Well, I've used the copper, so let's use copper brads. Yeah, it went through. Yay, look at that. All right. Get that out of the way. Save this for a junk journal. It kind of doesn't pierce through cleanly. There's some, yeah, you have to sort of do it twice. Okay. Oh, this is so beautiful. I love this. I love, love, love it. Love, love, love. Now let me just trim it up. Being very careful not to, you know, what I'll do next time is I will cut the scrap paper with this as well, and then I'll make a sandwich. So I'll have my piece of scrap paper that's cut, and I'll have my mica that's cut, and that will be my sandwich. But I didn't know what I was doing, so now, you know, when you experiment, every time you experiment, you learn a better way. You kind of get better at things as you experiment. Sorry, I'll try to speed up a little bit here. This is like watching water boil. I am in love with this. I'm going to make 10 bazillion of these and order more of this mica. So pretty. There. And just to clean it up, I'm going to ink the edges of my scrap paper here. I love it. I love this. Let's see. So, got a nice look at, oh, look at how beautiful that is, guys. I'm really happy with it. It looks pretty on this page, on a regular coffee stain piece of paper. You could, I think what I'm going to do is put some tape at the bottom, and then this is going to be a tuck spot. So let's go ahead and do that. It's so elegant looking. I mean, the mica just gives it that extra extravagance. And there it is. never shows up as pretty on camera as it does in person, because you know when we make crafts we like to feel it too. So it's just got a beautiful, it just looks so professional. Looks like something you would buy, almost like a resin coating. And then you know, you could do it even darker, like I said, if you wanted to do several layers. The more layers you put on top of your objects, the darker it is. So you can do whatever color you'd like. I love it. Now the other thing I thought of, but I just thought of it, and I should have well, I mean, I couldn't have prepared for it because I just thought of it. But let me get a scrap here. Let me move this out of the way. Look at my mat. It's sliced through, it's painted. I need another one, but they're $18 and I'm just too cheap. But what if I'm just going to do this just freehand. It's going to be terrible, but it's just to give you an idea. I know. I can use this as a template. Just going to use this as a template here. Okay, let's just quickly... No, I like this one. Let's just quickly cut out 3 squares. It's going to be, this is not something I'm going to use, and this is going to be really not very beautiful, but it's going to give you the idea of, whoops, of what I'm thinking. I think I need a new blade. I would love for you all to comment down below and tell me what is your favorite craft knife? Because this one is just a regular X-Acto, and boy, I've seen some videos where people they have this ergonomic one and it just slices through everything. Goes through paper really lickety split. And I'd really like to know if any of you know, if you have a favorite craft knife, let me know. Let me just pull this out super quickly. You probably already know what I'm thinking, aren't you? You smart people. You crafty people. My little Lily's barking. When it's storming outside, she has a little pink blanket that she snuggles into on the couch. And she's a Maltipoo, and when it's storming out or cold, her Maltese definitely comes out, and she just snuggles into her binky, and she could stay there all day. So that's what she was doing until 2 seconds ago. Okay, so my thinking is, what if you did something like made a window and then put some stuff under it, some pretty stuff underneath, and then put the mica either on top or put the mica underneath too, and you kind of have some windows. I think that would be really cool too. It'd probably be better on top. I would cut this down into a rectangle because it's super easy to cut. Put it on top, and then you've got some windows. That's my other idea. So anyway, I hope this video wasn't too long. Where's the one I just did? I lost my entire journal. Here it is. And where did it go? Where's my... I'm really happy with the way this turned out. I can't find it now. Here it is. I love it. I hope you do too. I hope you buy some of this and try it. And I would love to hear your comments down below. Have you ever used mica? And what are your ideas for it? Also, what's your favorite um, razor tool thingy? This X-Acto craft knife. There we go. What's your favorite? Because this one's not working for me. There. Okay. Okay. I have a few other videos to make. I have to catch up because I sliced my headset. So I'm going to sign off of this one. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun crafting with you. Missed you all crafting by myself without being able to talk to you. So don't forget to hit subscribe below. Give me a thumbs up, all that kind stuff. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.